Hello everyone, this is the Fashion Workshop. I remind you that we post new videos every day. Today I'm going to show you a review of a finished item. I'm going to show you a full review of this dress, and I will tell you how it was made. This is an asymmetric dress. Do you remember how to make a pattern for an asymmetric garment? How to make exactly the same neckline as you want. How to make unusual shoulders. Watch the video on how to make a summer dress without the pattern if you haven't done it yet. The link is on the screen. In the video, I showed you how to work with the mock-ups. I showed you how to cut, take it, how to put it on, and how to draw all the needed lines on it. Don't ask me how to draw such line in a pattern. It's not possible to do it. You need to know how it would actually fit you. If you draw it on a pattern, the neckline would be either too deep or too high. Make a mock-up, put it on, and draw the lines. After that, you can trace it to a pattern. Draw the back the same way. What is interesting about this dress? The dart is not stitched to the end. It's stitched just in the beginning. There are also 3 pleats on the front. 1, 2, 3. Of course, the dress fits a customer much better. Have a look here. This is a princess seam in the skirt. It starts from the side seam and ends with a slit. We made 2 tucks here because the sum of the tucks was pretty big. There is a waistband on the waist. We made it in order to hide the waist seam with it. There is a concealed zipper on the side seam. The most interesting detail in this dress is the flounce. We made a very strong armhole and inserted the flounce in it. The flounce starts from the waist, goes up to the armhole, then to the shoulder and ends on the neckline. Shoulder, armhole, side seam. Side seam, armhole, shoulder. The flounce is gathered on the armhole. The edge is not ironed. The fabric is very soft. You can adjust it however you want. Do it by hands. The flounce is made of satin. It was doubled with an interfacing from the wrong side. We did it for the flounce to be of a better shape. The most important thing is to draw these edges accurately and beautifully. If there was no flounce in this dress, we could have made a shoulder strap here. I don't recommend making shoulder straps in case you decide to make a flounce. What do I want to tell you? I know that when you see such dresses, you think that it's impossible for you to make them. It's not. Sure, it's not easy. Anyway, having a basic pattern and knowing different sewing techniques, you will be able to sew such dresses. I've already showed you a lot of different useful techniques. I'm also making a course on how to make a sheath dress. In this course, I will show you how to cut and edge sheath dresses very thoroughly. You will be able to use this technique for sewing different garments. Don't be afraid of complicated designs. Of course, it would be pretty hard to make such dress, but I'm sure that you'll manage to do it. Remember that practice makes perfect. You do not necessarily have to make pleats on the front. Such dresses would also look good without them. This is a perfect dress for some special occasions: birthdays, proms, weddings, and so on. The design is absolutely amazing. If you don't like the flounce, you can make a dress without it. It will also look very beautiful in this case. Those who have a basic pattern and know how to work with it can sew anything they want. Make symmetric or asymmetric garments. Make different sleeves and necklines. Use your imagination. Let's be different and beautiful every day. Have a close look at the skirt. The dress fits the hips perfectly. The dress is a bit tight at the knee level and flared down from it. The bottom is not too wide though. I remind you that there is a slit in the skirt. If you don't make slits, you can flare dresses more. People usually think that evening dresses are very expensive. Believe me, this dress is made of pretty simple satin fabric. It's not very cheap, but it's not expensive either. I think that you can afford making such dresses. You can always find fabric which is perfect for you. I recommend everyone having at least one beautiful evening dress. You do not necessarily have to make it of exactly the same design. Anyway, what I mean is that to look good, you don't need to spend a lot of money on it. You don't have to buy the most expensive fabrics. Simple satin and silk for lining would be enough. I will be happy if you like this design, but I want you to understand that you can sew anything you want. What I want you to understand is that not only the most expensive fabrics look good, you can always find something beautiful for a price which is affordable for you. I want you to think about special events in advance: proms, birthdays, weddings, and so on. I'm not only telling you to be different and beautiful, I try to help you look different and beautiful. My motto doesn't depend on the seasons. We should always look good. I understand that it's easier to look interesting when it's warm outside. Have a close look at the flounce. You do not necessarily have to make exactly the same one. I realize that it's pretty complicated. Some of you will be able to insert a flounce in the side seam, and some won't. Some will insert the flounce in the armhole, like we did. Some won't make any flounces at all. Notice that the armhole is edged with the facing. We inserted the flounce in between the facing and the dress itself. The flounce looks absolutely amazing. It can be made of any shape you want. I love the dress. I'm sure that the customer will be satisfied with our work. I love to show you reviews of the items we make in my fashion house. What is interesting is that our customers often bring us garments that they buy in some fashion boutiques and ask us to make the garments fit them. To be honest, I often think that garments are not worth their prices. I'm sure that we can make something much better, spending much less money. That's all for today. Be different and beautiful. My name is Irina. Subscribe to my channel, write comments, share videos, press the like and the bell buttons. I really need your support. Thank you. Goodbye.